the importance of nature and conservation. Her efforts affectionately earned her the title of the Nature Lady. Congratulations, Susan, and please join us on stage.
Thank you. I'd like to start off by thanking Women's BizNet and for the Barrington Area Chamber of Commerce for providing this opportunity. And also for another thing, a little selfish thing, for also providing the opportunity for me to step away from my busy day-to-day work life and really just focus on why, when you look at this, what education and mentorship and how did I get to this point? So I'd like to start off by, if you don't mind, taking a journey with me back in time for a few minutes. To do that, I need to start, and I can start crying, but I need to start with my parents who are here today, and I'm very fortunate that they're here today, Lucille and Richard Schlager. So it was back at the beginning that my parents instilled in me a passion and a love for nature and the outdoors, by taking me to forest preserves, collecting leaves, going to River Trail Nature Center, building forts in the woods, and also our wonderful family vacations to national parks. Continuing on in my life, my husband, Steve, and I have taken our two boys through the years to over about 25 national parks, so we've continued on those experiences, which are truly memorable. Fast forward in my life to my 20s. Yes, that was only like yesterday, folks. So it seems like it was, but it isn't. Fast forward to my 20s. There was a stint, believe it or not, where I was in commercial and retail banking. Realizing that that was not the life for me. I always loved talking to students and saying, who would want to know, how did you get to this point? What did you do? What did you do when you went to school? And I said, well, you don't have to know right now. Just open your eyes and explore your opportunities. So after that, I went into teaching, my first true love, and I was a science teacher. And it is there that I really saw, the importance of each child is special in their own way, and how that by touching a child can really open their eyes into all the opportunities that are out there. Barrington area community, I just need to say something. Very fortunate to have lived here for many years. And as my previous recipients have stated, we have a great group of people in this community. I'm proud to say many of you here in this room, thank you very much, are my friends. I love running into you in the community, the excitement and passion of what everyone does. And the other thing that's great is all the nature that we have surrounding us, which is truly wonderful. So that helps to make my job easier. So thank you. So in my experiences as I'm going through this trek through time, leave no child inside. Some of you may have heard of that. So I was on the board of that. And one of the things we did was really addressing, and that's kind of what I think of when I look through my life, what are some needs that are out there? Well, there's addressing these needs to show students or children the advantages of getting outside in nature, socially, emotionally, physically, right? So helping with the school district, I helped to create some curriculum, which they still have today, as well as Kid Fest. If you've heard of that, my favorite story, I digress for a moment, is I was standing outside in Citizens Park. Some people know where that is, with one of my friends who is one of the heads of the park district. She says to me, Suze, we got this area here, it's really big. The Rotary just had a kite fly, and what do you think we can do with this? What's another thing we can do? And I looked around and I'm like, well, Carla, there's trees, there's a stream, there's a pond. I said, so why don't we try to rally together, the Rotary with us, and have some nature activities too? Well, to this day, there's thousands of people that come to enjoy the event, which is totally wonderful. Fast forward some more. Citizens for Conservation, I helped to develop their outdoor preschool group, met some really wonderful people there that I'm still working with these days. And then as well, Nature Lady, love that, still known as that in the community, thank you very much. Helped to coordinate that with some really wonderful rock star men and women who I still meet, bringing out education into the community. And then through all of this, I had my own business. And a lot of it was volunteer that I just mentioned, some of it was paid, but my own business was church to help educate some of the youth? What can we do at the Park District to help, beautify this? So I started my own business and worked that way as well. Through that business, that's where I began with BACT. And my charge there originally was to bring education. There was at that time, 5 years ago, time flies when you're having fun, one class that we ended up working with at the high school in the horticulture. I'm proud to say now, through BACT, we reach over 1,000 students. We have a preserve right across from the high school, which we love to call, I like to call our outdoor nature classroom. And a lot of that is when you meet with these kids and you talk to them and you see what do they need. And they'll say, well, I'm looking for something after school. Okay, then let's develop a Teens for Green after school program for these kids that really, really want to spend time together. And it's really awesome. It covers, we have, Friend High School, Cary Grove High School, Barrington High School. These kids come together and meet once a month from all walks of life, let alone our summer internship. So thank you for going with me through this test of time. But I think the biggest thing is when I look at this, and the biggest payment I've had in my life is the stories. And we start crying again, but the lives I've touched. And I thank those who's helped me touch those lives along the way. The student who wrote to me that I inspired him through the summer internship to go on to what he was going to do and study. The parent who told me, thank you for truly listening to my child and for seeing who they were. The child that's working out in the preserve and would be quiet or somewhat by themselves, and all of a sudden you see those, I like to call them aha moments, where you're like, they're getting it. They like to be outside. They understand this. So thank you for helping me on this road as I look at many of you around the room. And as I think of where we are going forward and many of these programs that I was helped to create or created, I'm really, really honored in this life. And thank you so much for helping me reflect back on it. Thank you.